What's up, everybody? This is Bob Murphy. This will be my first ever video posted on YouTube. I just created the account the other day. I figured, I play games on my free time on the weekends, and I figured I might as well take a video and record it and see if, hopefully one or two people or somebody out there can get a little bit of value from it. And that's enough for me. So today we're playing World of Tanks Blitz. I've played this game a lot. Probably one of, if not the most played game for me personally. I played a lot on mobile growing up. Today I'm playing on PC, and have been for the last few months. I've kind of been, play on and off for, it's got to be close to 7 or 8 years. So, have a lot of fun with this game. So with that all being said, we'll just jump right into a battle here. Today we're using the TS-5 and we're just going to be in a standard battle. We'll see what we can find and see what trouble we can get ourselves into. But while we're waiting to load in here, I will say, if you guys have any issues or hear anything goofy with my audio, if I'm too loud compared to the game or vice versa, let me know, and I can make any adjustments you need. Turn up the game volume or turn me up or down, whatever you need. You let me know and I can make those adjustments. But so today on Middleburg here, as a non-turreted tank, it's a tier 8, faced as the highest tier. I generally would go into the city here. If I was a lower tier tank, I would sit right up there in that bush. Usually try and shoot across. Sometimes you can get a little bit of the aggressive light tanks going over the hill. But with here as a heavily armored tank destroyer, I fit right in the mix with the heavies here. Kind of sit in the back. So this T-29 I think was rolling through. Should be peeking through here. He probably maybe already did and I just missed him. I'm not sure, but we'll see. See what happens here. There he is. Yep. Go ahead and hit him in the lower plate. Rotate around the side.
Our track is hit. It can break any minute.
That's the nice part about being an armored tank destroyer here, is I can trade with the heavies.
We've lost the track. We're immobilized. One of our trucks is gone. We can't move.
Oh, shoot. Every once in a while, that RNG will get you. All part of the game, right? Everybody's got to deal with it, so I guess it's fair, huh? Oh, should have been paying attention.
Penetration.
Still able to sneak one in, fortunately. You always want to keep your head on a swivel, but sometimes I'm a little too swivelly.
We're immobilized.
I'll go ahead and wait for this track. I'm not in too big of a rush.
Track fixed. Let's roll.
And bye-bye T-29. So this way I still have my, in case I get lit on fire or something. I figured, two heavies, they just shot me. So I had some time while they reload to let my track repair. And I do want to preface, I am certainly not a pro. So don't take everything I say with a grain of salt, I guess. I'm maybe not the most, valid person to be giving you these tips and tricks, but I'll just kind of commentate what I do and my thought processes on it. Try and side scrape a little bit, as much as you can as a tank destroyer. He's getting a little preoccupied. I'll go ahead and put one in the side of his turret. 300, the absolute bare minimum. that this gun can do. Talk about RNG, but oh well, I would have had to shoot him twice no matter what anyways. So. Good, took care of him. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some pressure. We got a full health. 2 tank destroyers at full health.
That one
Maybe
didn't
a
go
poor
through.
shot selection there.
Enemy is hit.
There. St. DeMille's gonna be coming through.
Vehicle
Take a shot in.
destroyed.
See if our light tank can take care of them. They're both low, so should hopefully be able to. Oof. Alright, 1 shot for each. Give him a sec, I think he can take care of them. Oof, that was a lucky break for him. Oh! He got. Shoot! Is what it is. We'll go ahead and give it another battle here. The TS-5 is one of my favorite tanks. I play with it probably the most. You know, that was a pretty decent battle. Just over 3,000 damage, good blocking damage. So I don't know. I did what I could with what I had. Sometimes the roll of the dice just doesn't go your way, and that is what it is. But I don't like to blame teammates because, you know, who knows? I played this game back when I was, you know, 8 years old or whatever, and I wasn't very good either. So I don't want to be too harsh on them because they might just be enjoying themselves. So we'll get into another one here, and hopefully it'll go a little bit better. A little bit tougher matchmaking here. We're on the lower side of the tier, so generally, like I said in the last one, when I'm on the lower side, I generally play a little bit more conservatively. So I'll probably go sit up there in that bush, at least for a little bit. I don't like to sit up there for too long because you'll know within the first minute or two if you're going to see any action on that side or not. As a tank destroyer, they come right away or they don't come at all. A lot of times they'll maybe storm the beach and you won't see anybody, and you can sit there and wait all game, and then your whole team basically has to 6 versus 7. So you want to be a good teammate, obviously, but it is a good position to be in when there are tanks coming on this flank. So I'll sit there for a little bit, but not too long. And it's already shaping up. I mean, we got 4 spotted out that way. 1's gone already, so that leaves 2 tanks. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna stop there. I'm gonna keep moving. I am. Tank destroyers over there. There's all 6 of them. So I know there's nobody over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and charge right in. I maybe should turn off the chat. I'm gonna be posting YouTube videos and stuff. Sometimes things get a little bit aggressive, so that might be a change I make in the future.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Now this one, we're just kind of wiping them. This is going pretty swimmingly. Here again, I'm not doing much in this game. You know, I got 2 kills, but I've just been right place, right time. Here I might get 3, maybe. Can't slip it in. But pretty uneventful battle here for me, anyways. We kind of swept them up pretty good. Go ahead and see if I can get a lucky shot in here, but otherwise I'll let them do the work. That's the game. good deal. It's a good deal. Amazing. Let's see. Here again. I mean, somehow I got a mastery badge, class 3, which is pretty insane for 550 damage, but I suppose 2 kills helps with that too. But I will say, this tank, I have by far the most mastery badges of any tank I have, and I think that's partially, one, it complements my playing style. I generally like to play tank destroyers. They're my favorite. But you know, obviously I got a good amount of tanks in here, and we'll post, you know, more in other videos and whatnot. Obviously, you know, give me any recommendations if you want to see me do a tank or whatnot, and see what we can make happen. But anyways, this is one of my probably my favorite tank right here. Have the most mastery badges with it. It's just complements. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. I got the most master badges, and I think that's partially, one, because it complements my playing style, and 2, I think the other one is the community, as like a general community that plays this tank. I don't think they play it right, because every time I go up against somebody in a TS-5, they get a little too aggressive. They play it almost like it's a heavy tank. And while it is heavily armored in the front, you can hold your own up in the heavy tank mix. But at the end of the day, you got to keep in mind you are a tank destroyer. That lower plate right there, there's not much there. So you kind of want to sit, if you are in the towns, a lot of times they'll have like little rubble. Those are amazing. You sit behind that rubble, you get the rubble to hive that. You got all this curved armor here. It works great, other than, you know, they really just got to try and thread the needle up here on your little commander button there. But otherwise, I see so many people just get in there, and the lower plate is not thick. If you get a shot on the lower plate, you know, it's pretty big too, so it's not too difficult to take out TS-5 players when they play it that way, and that's how I see everybody playing it. So that's part of, you know, why I think the mastery badges are almost too easy to get in this tank, just because you know, because you only got to get into what, the top 5% of all players for XP, and that's, you know, when there's people playing it poorly, it's pretty easy to be in that top 5, even with, you know, a mediocre game. And like that game right there, I was in the top 50, and I did 500 damage, which is almost what one shell can do if you get a good roll. So anyways, that's my rambling. That's probably what I'll do for this video here. I appreciate it if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any requests, recommendations, and whatnot, what you valued, anything like that. So but like I say, it's just a pastime I do, and hopefully somebody out there can get a little bit of value. So that's all I got for you. You guys have a good one.